Hello and welcome to another episode of the Think Digital Partners YouTube interview channel. Today we're talking to Lisa Ventura from the UK Cyber Security Association. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your association to get us started, please?
Sure. So the UK Cybersecurity Association, or UKCSA for short, is a membership organisation for individuals, small businesses, SMEs and corporate companies who are involved in the cybersecurity industry or who want to gain access to information to help them be a lot more cyber aware. So our members receive a wide range of benefits, including access to latest cybersecurity industry news, threat reports. We run networking events, all virtual at the moment due to the current climate. A yearly conference, which is also moving to a virtual model. We offer cybersecurity awareness training, discounts on various software products, cybersecurity insurance, and a lot more. We also do a lot of work to raise awareness of the importance of being more cyber aware, of the cyber skills gap, the importance of cyber training, best practice, as well as helping more women enter careers into the cybersecurity industry. And we also support those that are neurodiverse into careers in cybersecurity as well. So that's what encapsulates what we do over at the UK CSA, and it's growing and evolving all the time, and particularly in relation to the latest things that are going on in the media at the moment.
Well, it's a logical question to ask you. How are your members dealing with the current crisis? I know you're pretty busy.
Yeah, and with the recent move to having a huge influx of people suddenly working from home, our members are currently dealing with a huge uptake on this and staying ahead of new cyber threats when it comes to home working, and also managing the process of ensuring that all employees are as secure as they possibly can be when working from home. Many are also considering their position in the light of the COVID-19 outbreak and whether they need to furlough staff until the crisis is over. But one of the main things we're hearing is about the security of online collaboration tools such as Zoom. And you may have heard of the concept of Zoom bombing, which came into the forefront a couple of weeks or so ago, where hackers can gain access to a Zoom meeting and attempt to disrupt the video chat and upset participants by shouting profanities or racial slurs or putting disturbing or offensive images into video feeds. So keeping one step ahead of these kind of threats is absolutely paramount for our members. And I know Zoom have responded really well to that, and they have put a security update out in response to a lot of these things that were happening. But people really should be as vigilant to this as possible to make sure they're as secure as they can be when using these online collaboration tools such as Zoom, Teams, Ring Central, all of those.
Tell us a little bit about Lisa, because it sounds like you're passionate about these topics, but also got a great bit of expertise. So kind of what attracted you into the cybersecurity sector in the first place?
Well, I entered the industry in 2009. I joined my ex-husband's software development company, and I helped him grow it from a tiny startup with just the two of us in an office at home to a thriving small business with offices, up to 20 members of staff, and a large network of resellers and distributors for the software product that we sold in over 50 countries globally. And we separated in 2012 and subsequently divorced. And I must admit, I was more upset about coming away from the business than I was about the end of our 16-year marriage. And I knew at that point I wanted to stay in cybersecurity, but I took a short-term contract for a local charity just while solicitors and things were happening with the divorce, but quickly discovered that the third sector wasn't for me due to all the red tape and money wastage that I could see going on. So after that, I joined BT and I worked on their Assure Cyber product. And then in 2015, I made the move to self-employed work as a cybersecurity awareness consultant and content marketer. And I worked from my dedicated home office with a variety of different organisations, training their staff to be more cyber aware and cyber secure. And then
Okay.
it was around about 2008 that I spotted a gap in the industry for a dedicated membership association for cybersecurity. Because while there were lots of entities that had cybersecurity as their sort of offering with what they do, there was no one central place that I could find to join. So I created that, and the UK Cybersecurity Association was then born. And for my work with that, I actually won numerous awards within the industry for my work with it. So, for example, I won the Outstanding Contribution to Cybersecurity Award from SC Magazine, and I then also became a more of a writer, blogger, and thought leader. So I contribute to a lot of publications, write articles that are published and so on. And I really do love what I do in the industry, and love also being a mentor for women that are looking to enter the industry. So supporting them as they make that journey, and also supporting those that are neurodiverse into careers in cyber. And also campaigning to raise awareness of the cyber skills gap. And I'm actually neurodiverse myself. And in 2018, I was actually diagnosed as being on the autistic spectrum.
Part of that mission, Lisa, is obviously speaking in public and kind of spreading the message around all those kind of core topics to you. And the original kind of way that we connected with you at Think Digital Partners is you were kind enough to agree to speak at our now rescheduled, because of the obvious, Think Digital Cybersecurity for Government conference, without, of course, giving it away, because we want people to come and see you when that does happen. What kind of things do you want to kind of talk to our audience about, who are primarily, as you know, in the public sector?
Yeah. Absolutely, and certainly within public sector and government, for me, there's a few key topics, which is around cybersecurity awareness for all public sector employees, and cyber hygiene as well. That's another key topic that I'd like to touch on. I think it's crucial for government officials of all levels to be as cyber aware as possible to help combat the growing cyber threat.
Okay.
And that's certainly an area that I would love to touch on when I come to the event when it's rescheduled.
Where can our readers find out more about you before the event?
Sure,
You've obviously got
sure.
an organisational website, and you may have your own website. Where would be good for people to go, please?
Sure. So the UK Cybersecurity Association is on www.cybersecurityassociation.co.uk. I have my own website, which is lisaventura.com, or you can
Okay.
follow me on Twitter, where I'm very active as @cybergeekgirl.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today. And obviously, with all the things you've talked about in terms of helping your members, things are pretty busy. Did you get any kind of time off over Easter, Lisa, at least?
I did, and I watched a film yesterday that perhaps I shouldn't have done. I watched the Contagion
Oh,
film.
right. Yes.
Very surreal, because it was made in about 2011 and
Right.
very, very similar to what's going on now.
It's quite
Um,
uncanny, isn't it? Yes. I
yeah,
don't think that would have helped you sleep.
no, I don't say it didn't. Very
But thanks
insightful.
for, you obviously got great stuff going on. So we'll thank you for your time, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you.